In the beginning, there were no stories. Nyame, the sky god, kept all the stories locked away in a golden box. Anansi, the clever spider, longed for these stories, not just for himself, but to share them with the world. Anansi went to Nyame and offered to buy the story. The sky god, knowing Anansi's trickster nature, set a high price. He demanded 3 seemingly impossible things: a swarm of bees from a tree no one had ever seen, the skin of a fearsome leopard that lived deep in the forest, and a live, angry python. Though small, Anansi was not discouraged. To capture the bees, he filled a large calabash with water and poured it over himself beneath the tree where the bees lived. Pretending it was raining, he called to the bees, urging them to take shelter inside his calabash. The curious bees flew in, and Anansi quickly sealed the opening. For the leopard, Anansi dug a deep pit and covered it with leaves. He then left a trail of palm wine leading to the pit. The greedy leopard followed the scent and tumbled in. Anansi offered to help him out, but only if he allowed himself to be tied to a tree. Once the leopard was securely bound, Anansi took his skin. To capture the python, Anansi found the snake basking in the sun. He began arguing with himself aloud about whether the python was longer than a measuring stick he had brought. Curious and vain, the python asked what he was doing. Anansi explained that he was trying to determine the python's length. The snake, eager to prove its size, stretched itself alongside the stick. Anansi seized the opportunity and quickly tied the python to the stick. Anansi returned to Nyame with all 3 impossible things. Impressed by his cleverness, Nyame kept his word and handed Anansi the golden box of stories. Overjoyed, Anansi climbed to the highest tree, eager to open the box and claim the stories for himself. But as he fumbled with the lid, he slipped. The box tumbled to the ground and shattered, scattering the stories to the wind. The stories drifted everywhere, some to the trees, some to the rivers, and some into the hearts of people. And that is how Anansi, the clever spider, brought stories to the world. Even though he hadn't meant to share them, they were now free for everyone.